My name is Mr. Manzke. I'm the geometry teacher, and we're going to go through some definitions. Right now we are looking at Unit 1, Day 3, Page 2, Part 2. Okay, so our goal is to look at the definition supplementary angles. The rule says supplementary angles has a sum of 180 degrees. So we're going to look at the example. We got to fix this here. We're going to write the word supplementary here. So supplementary so we have two angles, W and T, where T is equal to 80 degrees. Alright, so we got these two angles here. Okay, we're going to add them together. We'll take their measures, we'll use M. And that's got to equal 180. Okay, what do we know? In the question, they're telling us that T, the measurement of angle T is 80. We don't know what W is, but we know that T is 80. So if we were to add these two angles together, T is going to be 80. Borrow this for a second. And we're going to say, okay, well, we know that T is going to be 80, so we'll put that in there. So let's replace this with 80. All right. Let's just get the font all on the same page here. All right. All right, so now we need to solve for W. Now, both of these, in order to get W by itself, we got to subtract the left side and the right side by 80. Okay. And then what's going to happen on the left-hand side, the 80s are going to cancel out. And our answer is going to end up being $100. Move this up a little bit. Okay. So we need two angles. One's got to be 80 and one's got to be 100. All right, so let's figure out how we're going to do that. Well, first we're going to draw a picture of one angle. Now, 100 is going to look something like this. There you go. All right, you need two dots. Actually, I'm just going to do one. And now 90 is straight up and down, so 100 is probably going to be a little closer there. Okay, and we said that this one's going to be 100. So it's 100 right there. And the name of this angle is going to be W. All right. Second, we don't want a chart. Now, if you were to draw, we're going to go the other direction here. And 80 that's going to be T. Let's put where T is. So I'll put T there. And let's connect the two shapes with a point. And okay. Grab that and put that over there. All right, and this one is going to be 80. So from our discussions from earlier, okay, if we look at the two angles, if you were to join them together, it would make a straight line at the bottom, but 180 would give you 180 if you had them together. So that's an example of two angles that are supplementary. Okay. All right, next up is parallel lines. We're going to draw two lines that are parallel to each other. Lines are parallel if they lie in the same plane and do not intersect. So we're going to draw, now in this example here, okay, if you notice here, we got one line segment and one line. So let's draw these two. First we're going to draw a line. Okay, and we need 2 points on there. This is going to be C and D. So here's C. Let's make that a little bigger. Okay. Now we're going to draw a line segment. Notice that the line segment does not have any arrows. So we're just going to draw a line. 2 dots. Now on a line segment, the endpoints will be our dots or our points. And this is going to be A. And then we're going to have to draw B over here. Now, what's going to happen now is we're going to have to put a notation that these two are going to be, let's see if we got the notation here. We could do it. All right, well, we're just going to have to draw it in. All right. Generally speaking, okay, what we would draw are arrows. Now you could do like one arrow. If we put one arrow on top, you're going to put one arrow on the bottom. Now it doesn't have to be one. You can do two. Like for example, these two lines are parallel. The notation would tell us that they're parallel to each other. So if you wanted to say, well, okay, well, I don't want to use one. I got to use two. If it's two on top, it's going to have to be 2 on the bottom. Ooh, that is way off. Okay. All right. Last one. We're going to take a look at an example of two lines that are perpendicular to each other. This one we have a ray, and we have a line segment. So let's draw our line segment first. We're going to need points. Now F and G. Here's my first point. And then here's my second. That's a line segment, 2 endpoints. I'll put the letters on top here. This is F. Make this a little bigger. Okay, that's F. And then G would be over here. Now, we're going to have to draw a ray. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a ray going straight down here. Okay, and the key here, remember it's got to have one endpoint. Okay, and then the second point be somewhere down here. Whoops. All right, so why don't we say this point right here, J has got to be the end point. And it's important because that's the one without the arrow. Back over here. And that means that down here, this guy right here would have to be K. And we're going to make that bigger. Okay. Now, the key is when you see this upside down T, that means it forms a 90-degree angle. So at the corner here, okay, you got a little square there. I like the color there. Let's try that one. Okay, so it's a right angle here. All right, so the other option, if you wanted to, you could put in the number 90 degrees, and that would mean the same thing. Either you put 90 degrees or the right angle. But this is an example of two geometric shapes that are perpendicular to each other. They form a 90-degree angle. Okay, thanks for watching. My name is Mr. Manzke, and you've been watching Unit 1, Day 3, Page 2, Part 2, Definitions. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.